Now, as many of you already know that ONVO will be having its separate stores from NEO. Today we got to see some sneak peeks of the ONVO stores, with some of the stores already having the ONVO L60 model, which is something that is pretty amazing. This shows that NEO is getting closer and closer to officially start with the deliveries of the ONVO sub-brand. I mean, we have seen that there will be stores in areas like Beijing, Wenzhou, Hangzhou, Wenzhou, and the other areas where we will be seeing, of course, these ONVO stores coming live at the end of Q3. This is something that is pretty exciting, and to see that already NEO it's already placing the ONVO L60 model already in some of the stores, it is something that shows that indeed we are heading closer and closer to them, to one of the major catalysts that NEO, ladies and gents, will start with, of course, delivering in Q4, because this brand is expected to be the one also to help NEO reach profitability by 2025. So to get to see the progress that NEO is making, or this kind of progress, I think it is something that is exciting investors to say that indeed NEO is getting ready to start with the deliveries of the ONVO sub brand around Q4 or beginning of Q4, which is so amazing. Now, this, ladies and gents, ONVO, you will know that price wise it is supposed it will range around 219,000 RMB, which is quite decent, because price wise this 219,000 is less than the Tesla Model Y. Some of the people yesterday were talking about the Tesla Model Y responding by releasing their latest version, which will try to come and match the NEO standards, which of course Elon Musk on Twitter, or Elon Musk himself on Twitter, responded to say that Tesla does not have plans to launch any Model Ys this year, meaning that it is something that probably, if it is to happen, it will happen next year, giving more room for NEO, ladies and gents, to of course start selling their ONVO sub brand without much competition, because the existing Model Y, ladies and gents, you will know that it does not match the kind of standards that the ONVO L60 has, which makes ONVO L60 to have more advantage over the Tesla Model Y, which is something that is pretty exciting, and it will be the one that will bring in orders and the deliveries to the ONVO sub brand. NEO, the future is looking bright. I mean, NEO's main model, ladies and gents, delivery wise, it is doing pretty good, pretty amazing. And the good thing is that the kind of incentives, the kind of subsidies that NEO was offering, that resulted into people, of course, choosing or wanting to buy NEO. NEO is still continuing with those subsidies. NEO is still continuing with those incentives. You will know that another thing that really played, or that is playing a huge part into NEO getting the deliveries, it is the price cut on their battery rentals, which of course result in people liking now to come and subscribe. When they buy NEO cars, they want to subscribe to battery as a service, which entails them going to a battery swapping station and swap the battery in their car, or rather than going the normal route of charging their battery, which is something that is pretty exciting. Also, all these subsidies, incentives that NEO is offering, it's resulting in NEO, ladies and gents, doing very well in terms of sales. Some people are saying that, and few also institutions are saying that the margins are going to be hurt, but based on what we saw from the Q1 earnings, I think the margins won't be hurt by much. Though NEO is offering discounts here and there, I do not think that the margins will be hurt by much, because there are also other things like NEO producing their own cars, NEO producing their own chips, NEO completing the 10% job cuts back in Q4 of 2023, lithium battery prices. Those things, when they add up, the gross margins, you and me will agree that they won't be hurt by much, which is exactly what Daiwa, ladies and gents, just came and said. They maintain a buy rating with a price target of $10 per stock. They are saying that they are seeing the growth in sales and gross margins continuing to grow from NEO, which is something that is pretty exciting. This, to get this kind of confirmation of saying that NEO is expected to grow even gross margins wise, I think that analysts are also starting to see that. It makes me to be really excited, because like personally on this channel, I've been saying to say that based on what we know from NEO, based on the savings that NEO is making now, based on the things that I just told you now, I think the gross margins won't be hurt by much. And to see analysts or some of the institutions also coming to say that gross margins will continue growing, it is something that is pretty exciting, something that will motivate those that were hesitant to probably also consider loading the boat onto NEO. I mean, gross margins won't be hurt by much. Yes, even if it happens that maybe they are being hurt, it won't be by much because of the things that NEO has done or has implemented to cut cost, to be more efficient financially. Now you will know that as I've said, NEO has extended the subsidies that they were offering that made them boost their sales last month to also the month of June. We have got subsidies like the those that are swapping their old gas cars to buy the NEO cars, they get 10,000 RNB, and the of course 18,000 RNB subsidy for those that are buying the NEO cars. This is something that is pretty exciting to know that of course the subsidies are continuing. Over and above that, like I said, it is not only just those subsidies that are fueling people to buy the NEO cars or order the NEO cars, but also because of the battery rental prices that NEO has dropped for both the long and the standard batteries. So with this, there is a rumor that we might get to see this 10,000 subsidy for the people that are swapping or that are selling their old cars for the NEO cars for 10,000 RNB, extending for the whole year or entire year, but that is not yet confirmed. But if that is true, then chances are we are going to see, of course, NEO sales volumes continuing to grow for the rest of the year, which is something that is pretty exciting, pretty decent. I think the most important thing that, of course, people would want to see from their Q2 earnings or after NEO reports their Q2 earnings is to see how the gross margins are like. But to know that the NEO CEO said that they are targeting double digits for Q2 makes me, of course, to be excited, because from the 56,000 vehicles that NEO intends to deliver, ladies and gents, if that can give them a double digit gross margin, you wonder or ask yourself the kind of gross margin that NEO will get for Q4 when they also start selling their ONVO sub brand. So the future looks bright, things look amazing for NEO, and I think those that are persevering, taking advantage of the low trading price and load the boat onto this stock will definitely be rewarded at the end of the day. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I just thought I'd just give you this quick updates. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. Before you buy NEO for the very first time, it is always good that you do your own due diligence so that at least you can be comfortable as you are investing onto this stock. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.